Hello students, you can see this is the practical exam sample paper. This one is already posted in your WhatsApp groups. Now I am doing the solution for this one so that you can find it easier while doing it. Okay, so the question is saying something like write a menu-based program to add, delete, display the record of games using list as a data structure in Python, and record of a game contain fields, game number, team name, and points. Okay, so let's start this one. Okay, so this is the environment where I'm going to do the solution. Okay, so the very first function is we need to do the what we need to do is to add. So we need here we are going to do the add delete using a stack. You know, stack is a FIFO data structure. Oh no, it's LIFO. LIFO, so last in first out. So here you are having games. Okay, so we have a game record. So let's see, we create a game date game. Okay, so this is a game which is list which will be used as a container for this data structure, this records. Okay, we will implement it as a stack. Okay, so the very first one is def, and we, as the very common name is the push. Okay, so push, and we pass the game here. Okay, now what we need is that we need to add the here the game number, team name, and points. So let's see game number, G number. Let's see, this is the game number. You can use the variable. I'm just to save time. I'm not using the full name. Okay, full variable name as it is given. But when you are doing it in exam, you should write the full name. Okay, so that's better. So this is input. So enter game number. So you can write anything like enter game number, game number. Okay, game number. Then we are coming to the team name. So team name is T name. Again, let's see T name. Here we write enter the team name. Okay, this is team name, and finally the last thing, which is the points. Okay, points. Let's see this put as a int. Okay, int input enter points. Okay, so you have got this one, and very simple one. You have to make a record of this one. So the record of this one is making the game number, team name, and the points. Correct. And once you do this thing, then what you need to do is a very simple thing. You need to put this thing game dot append this record. So you're going to put this record. So this is the simple thing which you need to do it for the push function. Now the next one is the function to delete. Okay. So we normally write the name of the function as a in this case, we say it's a pop as a pop. Okay, now this is the game function. So pop. So in pop, you know, the very first thing we need to check if the game. This is the list. If it is if you say it's if it this is blank or it's empty, in that case we can write the what we should write. In that case, we write this stack underflows. Okay. Okay, you cannot anymore remove any value from it, and you can return. Okay, otherwise you need a record. Okay, so the record you can take it out from game dot pop. Okay, so as it is a LIFO data structure, so it is going to remove it from the end. Okay, so once you get this thing done, you have to, okay, now let's see, we print the record here so that you can write something like pop. Okay, and it's okay, the print here, and then what you can do is that you can print the record here. Okay, the printing the record. So this is the pop function. Now what is left is the show function. Okay, so you need to display. So the show function also need the game. Okay, so you will do the game, and here if your here also you see the game is this list is if this is empty, that means there's nothing to show. So you can write stack um, um, empty. Okay, let's this time it's empty. And then you are going to do nothing. That means you need to return. Okay, if this is not the case, then what you need to do is that you need to print this list. Okay, now in case of a stack, we print the list in the reverse order. Okay, so let's see L equal to len of game. Okay, so it will tell how many records are there. Then we come to for I in range, and we write this is L. In the reverse order means L minus 1. Then it is also minus 1, and this is minus 1. I know I hope you know why it's minus 1, because we are printing from last to first. There are many different ways you can do it, but this is the one, and then we can print. Okay, so print, we need to print the record. So we write print game I. Okay, so it's going to print the record. Okay, so one by one it is printing, and what we can do is that here outside we can write something like show. Okay, so it is going to show the records which are there in it. Okay. So this is the first part we have done it. Now we are coming to the next part, which is to how to like use this all the functions to call this function in a menu driven part. Okay. So we are now going to create a menu. Okay, for menu, doing for a menu, it's a very simple thing. Let's see, we take a choice, ch, and set it initially equal to y. Okay, then what we do is the while this ch in, maybe the user give capital or smaller y, whichever small or uppercase y, doesn't matter. Let's see, we need to this thing. Okay, and that's the thing. So here we write colon and this ch in y. Now your choice is true, and then we have to give the options. Okay, so your the first option is here add record. Okay, so add this thing, you can say push also. So okay, let me, I'm writing add. For the second thing, we can write as delete. Okay, the print, the third option we can give is as the it's a delete to display or show. Let's see, show. And the fourth one we will write print, and we write it as a fourth as a show, add, delete, show, and let's say this is the exit. Okay. Now the part is what we need to do is if your okay, now we need to get an option. Okay, so let's see option, we can ask from the user int input enter enter option or enter. Okay, let's see option. Okay, so the user will enter the option. Now if the option is equal to 1, then you call the push function, and as you can see it has one parameter game. Okay, so you need to pass the game. Okay, then elif, if it is not the option, now you want the option 2, which is 2. In that case you have to do push and pop. Okay, pop and the game. All right, and the third one, elif, if option is 3, in that case you have to do the show and game. All right, so this is the one. And lastly, if there is an option 4, uh, what is, you can see this is also elif, it's option 4. In that case, what you need to do is that, see, this is a kind of a loop. Okay, so here you can get out of this loop. This is also here you can give exit, means you can write break. Okay, so that is good enough for exit. And this ch, now you this is if the user, so this is from the menu. And like if you want this thing to happen again. Okay, so like this one is here, if it is giving option 4 here, then it's working. Now you can give another way, is that what you can do is that you can ask the user input, uh, do you want to continue or want to continue, want to continue. So this is the, so here yes and no. Okay, so something like this, and then it will keep on running. Okay, so now we have done this part. Let's run it and see how exactly are there any syntax error or it can work properly or not. Okay, so let's see. So here we are getting the first. So let's see the first option, add. So option add game number is, let's see, G1. Okay, team name is KKR, and let's see the points is 56. Okay, do you want to continue? Yes, I want to continue. And then I want to add one more record. Let's see, this time game number is G2, and this team is, let's say, CSK, and the points I'm writing something like 78. Okay, so do you want to continue? Yes, one more time. And this time, one more time, I'm writing G3. Okay, and team name is MI. Okay, and let's see, this time they have a 65 points. Okay, so do you want to continue? Yes. Okay. Now you want to show the records. So three. So option three is going to show the records. Yes, you see the records are shown in the stack order, last in first out order. Okay. Okay, you want to continue again. You want to do the operation of the delete. Okay. So let's see, we go for option two, which is the pop operation. So pop has given this one. So do you want to continue? Yes. And we want to see after delete what is the status. Now, if you see after delete, the values are like this. Okay, so Mumbai Indian, which is the last in, first out. So that value is moved, rest are there. So if you don't want to continue anymore, you can just press enter. No, okay, and you see the program ends here. So this is some part of the solution. This is the one instance when you run the program and you see. So you may show some of the options and how it is working. Okay, if possible, depending on the space available. If the space is less, so I think that is good enough. Okay, so this is the menu based program which you need to do if the problem given is this one. Okay, so this is the problem given and this is the solution. Okay, all right, so let's move to the next one, which is again write a menu based program to add, delete, display record of product using a list as queue data structure. Okay, and queue, now you know it's first in first out, and here the record of product contain the following fields: product ID, product name, and price. Okay, so let's start doing the solution of this one. Okay, so here we are coming to the part, the solution. So here, let's see, we write a function. Let's see, we is not given any name. So let's see, we give a name on our own, def, and let's see, before that we need a product um, list for storing the records. Okay, so def add. Okay, let's see, this is a add, and here we pass the product. It is almost the same. You have to give the product ID. So let's see, we do this PID again. I'm writing the shortcut names, but when in exam you're writing, it is suggested to use the same variable name. So if you don't change the variable name, okay. So examiner is not going to execute, it's going to see the code, so it should match. Okay. It's better match. Okay. It is, otherwise you need to tell that PID means product ID. So enter the product ID. Okay, enter product ID here, enter product ID. Okay, then we have the product name. Okay, so P name, which can be written as an input. We can write here, enter product name, product name. Okay, so give some space here also, and then we come to the next one, which is the price. So here you can write input enterprise. Enterprise. Okay, so you have written this thing, so you make a record. Record is of PID, P name, and price. Okay, you've written these records. Now what you need to do is that you have to put these records in the product. So we can write product dot append and rec. So our first task is over. Now we come to the next one, that is the def del. Okay, so del also need a product. Here also we need to first check if the product is equal to empty. Okay, that means there is no element present in it. Then we can write print uh, q underflows, okay, or empty. and we return. Okay. Now in case it is there, we need to remove the value from the front end. So to remove from the first value, we write pop 0. Okay. And then we can write here print something like this, deleted, and deleted value will be the rec. Okay, so this is the rec value. Then we have come to the function called show. Okay, so show function is this, this again is the same thing. And then if your product is again here is empty, okay, in that case we can write print q empty. Okay, q is empty. Okay, q is empty, and we return. Okay, we have returned. Now, after return, now we need to print it. Now it's printing in first to last order, so you can write it here. What is the len of product? And then we write for I in range. Okay, I in range of L, and then we can here print the game. Oh, sorry, game. Why am I writing game? It's a product of I. Okay, so this is the thing, and here we can write something like print show. Okay, so show is to just telling you that it is showing the record. Okay, so this is the one, and now we come to the same here. This much is same, but just here this will we need to edit it. It is add, and this time it is product. Then again here it is what we call this as the function called del. Okay, oh, del is already there as a keyword, so I think we avoid it and we write it is at delete. Okay, so that is better, or del in a uppercase. Okay, so let's say I'm using here delete. Okay, delete is also a keyword in other programming language, but not it here. Okay, and option 3 is the show. Here also we can write product. Okay, and then the break and rest of the code is same. All right, hopefully this is all syntax error free. So let me run it. So yeah, it's working. So let's see, add. So product ID, let's say something is P1. Product name, let's see, it's a smartphone. Okay, smartphone, and its price is, let's say, 17,000. Then want to continue? Yes, I want to continue. There is another time I want to add. This time product is P2. This is, let's see, a watch. Okay, watch is there, and its price is, let's say, 5,000. Okay, and then continue. Yes, then product ID is option is okay. Now again the option is 1, and product ID is P3, and product name is this time LED TV. Okay, and let's see, the price is 45,000. And then we come to yes, and this time we want to show, so it's option 3. So now you see it is showing in the order of front to first to end. So the first one is the smartphone, which we added the first value. And for example, you want to delete a value. So let's see the second. So it should delete the smartphone. So deleted by the smartphone, yes. And now we have to show the value. So here we do it. So it is showing here. And I think more or less we have done all the functions. So this is here. We can end the program by typing no. So it should work. So here the program ends. Okay. So you can see this entire code is there. So it's almost the same with except the one change here. You can see rest of the code is quite simpler. You can easily do this code. All right, okay. So I'm putting this code also for the uh, in this file so that it can be you can use it later. Okay, so let's see. So this is a very simple stack, and this one is a queue program. Okay, so you can practice this one. This is the solution for this one. Let's go for the next set of program which are given. Okay, so just now I'm showing you the next set of programs. Okay, so this is the binary file salary.dat, which the following like the fields, and then you have to write two functions. One is add rec, one second is count rec, and this count rec is basically telling to display those record whose salary is above 20,000. Okay, so let's see how we are going to do. So the very first one is the add rec. So add rec, we do it here, and then for add rec, what we need to do is that first we have to open the file. Okay, and as this is a binary file, so here I need to import the pickle module. Okay, import pickle. Then I will come to here and I will open the file. This is open, and we write it here the file name, which is salary.dat, and this is uh, let's see, it's an append mode in binary. Okay, now let's see, we have to get the record. So employee ID, let's see, EID, we write here, as you can see, it's a kind of a E1, E2, so it's a string form. So enter employee ID. Okay, so second one is the name. So we can write input, enter employee name, enter employee name. Okay, and then we are coming to the salary. So let's say salary. Now this time it is an integer thing, so it's an input, and we write enter salary. So this one we have done, and now it's a very simple thing. You have to create a record which is of employee ID. Okay, and the next is the name and then the salary. Okay, this is done, and then we have to write this data, this record to the file. Okay, so we need to do the pickling. So what we will do is that pickle dot dump, and we will write this record to the file f. Okay, once this is done, the only thing left is the file close. Okay, this is done. Now the next thing is we have to count rec. Okay, count rec. So count rec is basically to display those records having here. Okay, what it is saying, it's saying to display details of those whose salary is above 20,000. Okay, so what we can do is that here, so we open the file here, open, and then salary dot dat. Okay, and then we are coming to the opening reading part. So it is RB. We have to do the function name is count track, but it is nowhere set. So if you want, we can, like in this one, it's not there, but you, if you wish, you can also keep a count and display both. So I'm keeping a counter here, though it's not showing here. Okay, and then what we do is that try, okay, while true, correct, and then we need to read the data record. So one record at a time. So we are going to read using the pickle dot load, and we f. So it is reading the record. Now if I see the salary part, which is the salary part is the part which I need to find it out. So salary part will be the third way. So 012 is if this salary part is greater than 20,000. So 20,000, then I'm going to do things. One is to count the record by one, and then also I am going to print this record. Okay, so this is the part we have done. And as normally, we are going to close the file whenever it fails to read the any more record. So it is f dot close. Okay, and then finally here we write print the total number of records. So number or count of records salary. Okay, you can write salary greater than 20,000 is here is we write count. Okay, so this is the one. Now we have to run this code. Okay, so for running this code, what we are going to do is that we are going to take a for loop for I in range, and let's see, four records we do here, add rec. Okay, and after this we are going to call the count rec. Okay, this is the one we are going to do. Okay, hoping everything is fine. We are running the code. Okay, so if we run the code, employee ID, let's see, this is E1. Name is, let's say, Joy. Okay, his name is, salary is, let's say, 56,000. Okay, Then we have the employee ID E2. His name is Ron, and let's see if we want some salaries below, even lesser than 20,000. So let's see, he's getting 19,000. Then we write E3, and his name is, let's say, Dan. He's getting a salary of 25,000. Okay, and then we write E4. This time the name of the is the one, and salary is 17,000. Okay. All right. So if everything is fine, it will create the file, and it is also going to show the records which are having the salary more than 20,000. So you can see this entire thing has worked fine. And this is the file, binary file. So whatever the translated part is visible here, and this is the code. Okay, so you can see the code here. You are going to, this is a very simple one. You can first open the file, okay, and then in append mode, then this here you are deciding how many time number of records. Then you are calling this function, which is a very standard pattern is there, which you have to follow in all the binary file. And this is the thing. Okay, and the output is there. I hope you understood how to do this program. Okay, this are like a similar type of programs are there. So I think you can do all of them. Okay, so I think this is good enough for your understanding of how to deal with the questions related to the binary file and your stack and queue related problems. Okay, so please do practice on your own. And in the sample paper, I have given one more. I think this is also a very similar one. Here, just you have to pass. Okay, this is a book one where you pass the author name and you have to do, but it is almost the same type of this thing is there. Okay, I can even, if I wish, I can just modify the code here and I can do the same thing. Okay, here book number, book name, author, and price. So almost the values will be coming here, and the file name obviously will change here. And the count author. Okay, so if you look at this code here also, here just one parameter will go author. You can take it from the user and pass it here. And in this case, uh, it is saying the author, so and return the parent. So almost the same code will be there. You accept the author name as parameter, which is the second. So here it will be rect as one is equal to whichever the name, then you will count and print. Okay, I feel that this is a simple one. I think you can do on your own. So I'm leaving it for you to do on your own. Okay. So this is what I have done, showed you the solution of this programs, and I hope if you this won't pose any difficulty if this type of problems you like get in your exam. So uh, I would like to tell you again to all to practice this on your own at least one time to get comfortable with this uh, question solution which I have provided. Okay, that's enough, and this code is there. Okay, so this code, you please go through the and may you repeat, you if you require repeat, see the things again, pause the video and see this type of code so that you know how exactly to do the things. Okay, that's it for today. Okay, so I hope all of you will do your best in the exam, and so best of luck to all of you, and thank you very much.